Texas governor is watching the political scene, but really concentrating on the situation here in the Lone Star State. Rick Perry joins us to talk politics, government spending, and oil on Houston's Morning News.
Governor Perry, the president has announced he'll be running for re-election. Any thoughts about a second term for Barack Obama?
I haven't paid attention. That's so far down the road. We're focused on our own legislative session here, and I figure all the presidential stuff will take care of itself at the appropriate time. It's a little premature from my perspective, but I hope someone steps forward and clearly not just says it, but means it and delivers when they get to Washington, D.C., and replace this administration that's in place now that's got one of the most far-reaching efforts to go into the states and take over their programs. Someone he'll just stand up and say, listen, I want to be the President of the United States and make it as inconsequential in your life as I can. Now, that's a person I can get pretty excited about.
Could that someone be Rick Perry?
No, I'm really satisfied and happy and passionate about keeping Texas on track and keeping us as the number one state in the nation to do business, the number one job-creating state, and compete against the other states. That's how our founding fathers saw it. The action should be in the states, not in Washington, D.C.
The House in Texas passing a budget to pass on to the Senate now makes some pretty deep cuts. I guess everybody expected that. But one of the things that a lot of people are kind of concerned about is the fact that nursing homes are going to really suffer under this. And a lot of people who live in nursing homes are going to be, it looks like they're going to be out on the street. How do you reply to that?
Two things. Number one, before everyone starts saying, here's what's going to happen and here's going to be the result of a very tight budget situation, let's get a budget written first, and let's see what the impact of that's going to be, because the fact is education, health care, security, and the safety of our citizens, those are the priorities. Here's what I tell people just straight up on all issues, that we're living in a time with a national and an international recession going on. We don't know when it's going to be over with. And the idea that we just need to go raise taxes to keep spending at a particular level is not good economic policy, and frankly, it's not reality. So we're doing the same thing that people are having to do around their kitchen tables and with their small businesses. We're having to make decisions to prioritize what's important and then live within our means.
Governor, BP is said to be asking U.S. regulators to let it resume drilling in the Gulf. Where do you come down on this?
I think if you've got the right safety standards in place and the right oversight, that God knows we need to try to be as independent of foreign oil as we can be, and drilling in our Gulf is very important. It's going to put a lot of Texans and, for that matter, Americans to work out in the Gulf. So safety is important, oversight's important, environmental controls, etc., to make sure we don't have another deep water fiasco like we had. But when you see what's going on with the Middle East, with Japan, then drilling domestically, exploring domestically becomes more and more important to the future of America.
Thanks so much. Governor Rick Perry joining us from Austin.